edition, and he's ranked 17th in the world. His edition may have raised this event from being a average C tier to a low-ranking B tier event for the PGR Top 100.
Hey, you know what? Right at the end, everybody's trying to solidify their name in the top 100 of Smash 4's history. We're coming to the tail end. We want to be able to convert over to Ultimate in the right fashion, and you want to be able to cement yourself in history. Dabuz, very much one of those people who's done a great job of doing that, being super consistent, always making his way through the true defensive tank of Smash. But Raptor, trying to hold down the house. It is a themed event. That's pretty much kind of for him to defend, to be real here.
I think he's the last Yoshi that's in winner's side, too. So
I think so.
If the Yoshis are making it out of pools, loses is going to be a slaughterhouse.
Yeah, and I know historically that this matchup is rather... this is where you shake hands beforehand and then you walk away because the Dabuz 1-2-0. I know that these type of matchups, particularly for Yoshi, are very, very difficult. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Raptor adapts, trying to deal with that defensive playstyle, being able to pretty much nullify all eggs and other approach styles that Raptor wants to take.
Yeah, for the most part, Luma handles Yoshi nicely. Rosalina is there for insurance.
Taking a kid out to the park and some random dinosaur just comes attacking you, and she does a great job just kind of holding it down. It's just so difficult.
All right, so we're actually going to have a bit of a change of the guard for this set.
We're going to swap up? All right.
Now, you'll be able to hear us plenty more later on, but make sure to stay tuned.
Yeah, we will be back for top 8. We will be swapping out for a moment. We will check you guys out again later. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you hit that follow button. And, of course, if you can, subscribe to everything that is AON and Gen Gaming.
All right, this is Lucid on the mic. We got Raptor versus Dabuz going on here. I commentated a similar set, actually, just yesterday. This matchup seems really difficult for Yoshi to be able to do much of anything, but once he gets in, I mean, a good string of 50-50s can just lead into a 0 to death so easily. So even though it looks bad for Raptor, and mind you it is, it can very quickly turn around with just a good string of call-outs. So don't count him out just yet. Dabuz playing very well, though. Certainly willing to just play his game, stay patient, keep him at the ledge. How's it going?
Hey, it's Mighty Bean. I'm here again. Sorry to join you in the middle of the match.
No,
I just got called in here, so I'm here to join you all yet again. You ain't sick of me yet. You're going to get sick of me. Trust me.
Yeah, I was actually commentating. I don't know if it was Raptor yesterday, but it was either Raptor or Suarez versus Dabuz. And it looked very similar to this, where Dabuz was keeping like neutral really tight. But as soon as Dabuz made one mistake, a string of 50-50s could just lead into a death.
Well, I think the player that we associate most with 50-50s is Suarez.
Yeah.
Especially because PK Chris made that a big point at some point.
That's fair. That makes sense. But Raptor is keeping up, though, more or less. Not entirely, mind you, but you know, Yoshi has the capability to kill quickly, you know, down air, forward air rather, off stage.
I have absolutely no idea how Yoshi gets in on Luma.
Yeah, that's the issue.
I really don't. Like, if you don't have like a big disjoint or something, I just don't know how you do it.
Especially in that
I think he has no double jump. That's
there's
it.
Nothing you could do about that, really. It's a rough situation. Yoshi does have a couple moves to pop Luma up, but of course, getting there is not easy. I think the egg camp. I mean, mind you, of course, Rosaluma has out in B, so she can absorb those eggs, but. If he can force Rosaluma into shield and then just poke at Luma with the eggs, he's going to be able to at least deal some damage to it, so it'll be easier to get in afterwards. But I really love the way that Raptor's moving, even though it is, you know, he's struggling to get in. He's keeping Dabuz on his toes, certainly. He's not letting him just play neutral for free.
The thing you said about like forcing him into shield and trying to take pokes at Luma, I think it's like exceptionally difficult to do against a player like Dabuz because he's not going to get scared into shielding. He only shields when he needs to.
Yeah, that's what's so huge about top players is they're not just going to hide and shield when they're not certain what they need to.
No, he drifted
back
jump.
Too far. That's unfortunate. But yeah, that was definitely a rough two stock, but. I'm not ready to count Raptor out just yet. He was doing some decent mix-ups. He was getting in on occasion. And if he can just do what Suarez was doing before and just manage to take every string to its absolute limits, he's still going to have a hard time getting in, but at least when he does, he might be able to even things back up.
Mm-hmm.
I think this stage might be really good for him, actually, just because Rosaluma does have tools to land, but not exceptional ones. And, yeah, he can do things like that, wait for the landing. Wow, I actually had no idea that Luma could still act while Rosalina was in the egg.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it's interesting what you think about the stage pick, because I usually think that, and we were talking about this yesterday too a lot because we've had a lot of screen time with Raptor and Suarez, that personally, I don't believe that FD is the greatest pick for Yoshi because I think that Yoshi gets a lot out of platforms, but also taking away landing options from Rosalina is huge. Yeah. So I can see both sides of the coin right there.
I just think when you're against a player like Dabuz, he's not going to fall for a whole lot of platform shenanigans. So you really just have to be able to sort of stop him from getting back to the ground. You know, like Dabuz on a platform isn't like a lot of people here on a platform. He has a lot of options to make it down, and he knows all of them. So, you know, I think really just Raptor has to be able to trust that he can go blow for blow on the stage like this. That was a nice call out with the forward smash, covering a lot of space between Rosa and Luma.
Yeah, of all the things you could cover on the get up and air dodge read in the mix too, you know?
Yeah, and that's such a common option for Yoshi. It's a good option, mind you. He has air dodge into neutral air dodge into up air. You know, all very solid options getting back to ledge because he doesn't have any, like, great things specifically for... Oh, wow. That was a nice little string. But, yeah. Rosaluma at the ledge is also a threat. He actually takes the first stock here. It looked like he was actually keeping up with Rosaluma in neutral a lot better on this stage.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I guess it is Ota not having any platforms to land on. Yeah. It really simplifies things a lot, not for nothing.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't sure he was going to grab that. I was afraid we were going to have another stock 2 game 1 situation. But no, he knows his character's limits, Raptor does, and he's taking full advantage of every little opportunity he gets now. Really just taking soft disadvantage to its absolute limits.
You know what I find interesting is that whenever Dabuz wants to call out a landing, sometimes, not every time, but he'll want to respond by grabbing. Right. And that's the moment where Raptor goes for Luma.
Yeah.
I think that's really smart of him.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job controlling Luma despite having a character that doesn't necessarily have... That was the 50-50 stuff.
That's the last cap special right there.
That was the 50-50 stuff. He got almost 50% out of nowhere just because he got a really nice string off of one advantage state. Knocking Luma off just with the Nair, really. That's I think that might be one of his better options. Of course, not something you can just drift into Rosa with, but you know, when he happens to be in already, you know, if he can just pressure Rosa in a Luma-less state, so that
especially when you keep Rosalina near the edge of the stage, when Luma spawns, you already have it in like prime position to knock it right back off. Exactly. That's a beautiful thing.
It's so important, especially in a rough matchup like this where you don't get many opportunities to box with Rosaluma. Is that wow?
Let's go, Raptor.
That was really nicely played.
Nice little landing catch, close it out, clean and simple.
Absolutely. He was in solid advantage pretty much that whole game. You know, even when it was close to even, he would just bring it right back with one string or just outplay Rosalina and Luma played by Dabuz in neutral, and that's not something a lot of people can say. God, he is really representing Yoshi's Island right now.
Absolutely.
Lilat. Okay. That makes some sense to me. Both characters have a lot of platform pressure, but I feel like Rosaluma really excels on this stage as long as she can get the recovery, which Dabuz, you do not see him mess up the up B very often. Yeah, I love the way he just uses Luma as a wall. You know, he just covers himself.
Does he even need to shield the eggs when he tries to pressure at a distance like that?
Right.
I think Luma just soaks it all up, right?
Yeah, I mean, she still takes damage, which can be an issue. But,
yeah, but Rosalina herself, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't. I think you can just use Luma to block it. But he managed to jab that last egg. I haven't seen that much. I like it a lot. Yeah, there's that. Dabuz in very slight advantage, and he's just willing to play this out.
He's like already starting to camp a little bit. He just doesn't want to approach anywhere. He's got 2%. He's going to ride it the entire 5 minutes that they're remaining in this match.
I mean, understandable. Approaching Yoshi can be a little scary, But, you know, if he doesn't have to, he certainly doesn't have to.
I mean, I don't think approaching anybody is scary when you're Rosalina.
Well, that's fair, but...
I could be wrong. I am not a Rosalina player. I don't know Dabuz's perspective, but...
I just don't think he wants to take any chances. I mean, look, Yoshi got in once and percents are even.
Mm. Well, you know what? I should correct myself. I believe it's not scary as long as you have Luma.
Yes.
Rosalina by herself isn't fantastic.
Sure.
She's still good.
Yeah.
You know, got like a near unpunishable nair.
Yeah, certainly. Just covers so much space, lasts for so long. Yeah. With Yoshi at the edge, Dabuz giving up a little stage control there. Oh, he doesn't quite take out Luma there. That might be rough. Oh.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah. He's so good at just getting those little bounce between Rosa and Luma interactions.
How many Rosalina players even do that, you know?
Yeah.
We watch Jay and, to an extent, Utopian Ray a lot here in New York.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're both very talented, but all the little nuanced Luma stuff, it's like, it's kind of rare. A little bit.
You definitely have to be top-level Rosa to be able to do that consistently.
Mm.
And,
especially under pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
I mean, this is a regional, you know? That's going through Dabuz's head. There's no doubt about that. But he's just so good at keeping it cool and not letting even, you know, letting a Yoshi take a game. It's not really affecting him too much.
Mm. He does play against Raptor a lot, being both Long Island locals.
Right, right.
Oh, I don't know what you're trying to do there, Raptor.
I'm impressed that Dabuz had the courage to just try and grab him there. If he messed up, he was dead. But, oh, wow, he tried to grab the Luma there? It might have been a misinput or something. It's possible that Raptor is starting to feel the heat, which is understandable when you got Dabuz willing to camp you out. Oh,
okay, I was almost
so
it.
Close.
I guess he could have waited for that air dodge if he wanted to and gotten the kill anyway. That must have been a 50-50.
Yep, I think it was. He also had to follow Drift, but yep, there's
Bye-bye, Luma. Just, like, yeeted him into the stage and into oblivion. There's no trace of him left.
That's going to do it. So, even stocks last game. Definitely
everyone's popping off outside for Raptor.
Yeah. This is Yoshi's Island. He's definitely representing the entire crowd right now. Oh, goodness. Yep.
And not to mention that, you know, seating-wise, obviously it's an upset if he does pull it out. It just has to manage Luma as best as he can, and he can take it. Especially getting Rosalina off stage without Luma, that's obviously the optimal thing to do. If Raptor can pull it off, he can absolutely turn this around.
Yeah, one forward air and it could be all over.
I love it when down air sends you upwards.
He went that way. He hit down, and Raptor went up.
I find it interesting when Dabuz uses the gravitational pull when Raptor is using it to the eggs to recover.
Right.
Because all you're doing is really both stalling and you're not really getting anywhere. Like it's just you don't come any closer to your objectives in neutral doing that.
Yeah, you're just kind of
at least I think you're just stalling.
Yeah, stalling, playing footsies, trying to get the opponent to think about things that they don't need to think about. This is actually a terrifying game now.
Rage Yoshi. Bye-bye, Yoshi.
That's what happens.
Everyone's groaning out in the audience.
Still a great performance from Raptor. I mean, that was very arguably last hit.
Yeah.